Hi Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for your May monthly tarot videos. Before we begin to pull cards, I just wanted to quickly show you this beautiful ritual kit smudging box from my new online business called Mindful Botanica Toronto. It's going to be launching at the start of Gemini season on May 21st. And as a thank you for all of your love and support, I'm giving away free launch discounts. If you go ahead and click on the link in the description box below, it'll take you to the website where you can just enter in your email address and you will become a free exclusive member. You'll be getting some discounts for the day of the launch. This is an example of a build your own ritual kit box from the company. This one comes with a 10-pack of ethically sourced Palo Santo from Peru. I also have here a 4-inch braided sweetgrass wand, along with this beautiful white sage cinnamon luxury sage wand. And it's 4 inches in this super cute clear case. It also comes with 2 affirmation cards. It'll be different for each package, as well as a thank you card and a scratch and save at the bottom bottom left hand corner for some discounts on your next purchase. Like I said, all of this can be yours at a discounted price if you sign up for our mailing list down in the description box below. And again, launching online on May 21st to welcome in my solar return and to welcome in Gemini season. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your cards for May. Show us everything we need to know for beautiful Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for the month of May. I guess I should also let you know I will be having a giveaway soon in celebration of, again, my online store as well as my solar return. It's going to be on Instagram on both of my pages, my Mindful Awakening Tarot page, as well as my Mindful Botanica Toronto online shop Instagram page. It's a 24-piece mixture of raw and polished crystal tumbles, open worldwide. So if that is something of interest to you, definitely follow me on Instagram, link in the description box. It's going to be happening very, very soon. Show us everything we need to see for Gemini sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May. Show us everything we need to see. Gemini. Wow, very interesting spread. My voice is a little bit hoarse, so I'm sorry if I'm taking like random sips of my drink. All right, so Gems, I'm feeling a little bit of chaotic energy in your spread. At the bottom of the deck, we have here the High Priestess in reverse, paired with the 4 of Cups in reverse. So I'm feeling like there's a little bit of urgency to have to make some sort of decision. There's a lot going on in your life right now. 8 of Pentacles upright as the last card in your spread. We'll get to this in a second, but I just feel like your mind is all over the place. You're either juggling a lot of stuff happening at work, plus your family and your personal life. I think there's lots of decisions that you have to make, but part of you is kind of just worried that the choices that you're making seem so permanent. They feel very permanent. And it feels like you're being ushered into a whole new cycle. And it's kind of scary because I think this is something you've never experienced before. I think the choices that you're making that have a lot to do with like fear of missing out on certain opportunities, fear of making the wrong choice and like having to start all over again or build from scratch. There's a little bit of a warning happening here that the choices that you're making may be coming out of fear instead of trusting your intuition and making the right choices that are in alignment with your higher purpose. Are you making them out of fear because you've been down similar roads before? And I think there's a little bit of fear of change here also with this 4 of Cups. You know, like we're so busy focusing on the things that didn't work out that we're missing out on an opportunity. The card's in reverse though. So although you're still paying attention to the things that didn't happen the way that you wanted them to happen, there is a part of you that desires change, that desires a different outcome, that desires, making a different choice to lead you elsewhere. I just think the danger here is, are you making that choice because you're listening to your higher self, or is there like a sort of pressure, like an urgency, because there's so much going on for you to make this decision when maybe you're not quite ready for it just yet? All right, let's see how this affects the rest of your reading. So at the top of your spread, we have here the Four of Pentacles upright, keeping something close to your chest. Some of you might be working on a lot of business projects. Doesn't have to be business. I'm also getting personal life. I think you're doing things behind the scenes that nobody really knows about. Some of you could have started dating, but you haven't been telling people that you're kind of out in the market again, and you're just testing out the waters to see how you even feel. I'm getting some of you are coming out of a separation, Eight of Cups in reverse, right? Are coming out of a separation, or you haven't quite left a situation just yet, but like your heart is in one place, but your actions are showing something different. We have the Wheel in reverse coupled by the Eight of Cups in reverse here. So a cycle hasn't fully ended yet, although like logically, I feel like it has. Logically, I feel like it has, but your emotions are stuck in that past place still. I don't think it's something you want to admit, Four of Pentacles. I think you want to be somewhere else. I think you want to be able to say, I've moved on. I've left my job. I'm ready to start this new business. I've left my job. I'm ready to start my new position elsewhere. I've left this relationship. I'm ready to be single and mingle and see what else is out there for me. I think you want to be in that place, but what you're keeping really close to your chest is the fact that this whole situation is still very upsetting to you. This whole situation still has an emotional impact on how you see life day to day, on your experiences. You haven't quite emotionally detached from this yet. Something about this feels unfinished, unfair even. Some of you feel like you're the one who got the shitty end of the stick. Everyone else seems to have adjusted nicely. And I think on the outside, you're trying to appear as though you have also. But what you're keeping close to your chest, and maybe something you're not being honest about, is that the emotional impact is still very fresh, very real. Regardless of how long ago this was, I'm feeling like this has happened already. This isn't something new. You've been going through this, but I think you're so cerebral that a lot of the mental processes has to take place first for you. You have to like make it make sense before you feel safe enough to open up your heart and really deal with like the emotional aspects of this disappointing thing. I think a lot of you are using work or other projects or just having a busy life almost as a way to like distract from how hard this is for you to still cope with emotionally. I think that's part of the reason why you're tapped out of your intuition. I think you know, gems, you know what you need to know. It's going to be different for everyone. I know this makes no sense to other signs, but gems, as an air sign, you know what I mean. You already know. You know it. You know. But you're distracted. And I feel like you're being distracted on purpose. Because you don't want to know. But you already know, gems. But you don't want to know, because when you admit that you know and you admit that it's time for something new, you have to deal with this. And this is really hard. And it's emotionally draining, and it's upsetting, and it triggers all of these different traumas that you've buried deep down inside. And it just forces you to have to look at yourself. It forces you to choose something different. And like, I know you want to already choose something different. Like, we have the Four of Cups in reverse here. So you are aware that it is time to change it up. But I think your head and your heart have not yet aligned, and your heart is struggling to catch up to where your mind is at. And so to compensate for that, your mind is kind of going on overdrive and creating different things for you to pay more attention to, so that there isn't so much of a pressure for you to like deal with these heavy emotions. While this is happening on the surface, not surface, my bad. My brain is working too fast for my mouth. While this is happening internally, on the surface, however, you are really working on finding your inner happy. Okay, so underneath the Four of Cups in reverse, we have the Six of Wands upright and the Sun card. You are trying to figure out, what is it that I need for myself in order to feel happy again? Where do I find my joy? I have to start paying more attention to me. I need to pay attention to self-care. I need to prioritize my needs, wants, and desires. Even though it hurts, something about this still really hurts. And, you know, part of you doesn't really want to be making these other choices. You recognize that you don't have a choice. You have to choose something different. You have to pour back into yourself. No one is going to pour back into your cup. Your cup has to be full. And I think the people that you've relied on to kind of help you with this, whether in the workplace, in your family, your friendships, your love relationships, the people that you had hoped would help you to fill this cup are not filling your cup. There's a situation that kind of didn't work out in your favor, and here you are, you're stuck. And now you have to pay attention to you. If you want to experience this joy, part of your personal growth, part of your soul journey is to recognize that you are strong enough to deal with your emotions. You are strong enough to deal with the intensity of happiness, of love, despair, anger, hatred, sorrow. All of these intense emotions, I feel like you're so polarizing. You feel them so deeply that the safe place for you is to go back into your mind. But these cards are here to remind you that your emotions are equally important, and to do some more shadow work here with the Devil upright. You could be dealing with a Capricorn for some, right? Finding your own internal happiness again can also help you to deal with the shadow sides of yourself that are still, you know, quite taboo for you to be diving into. Maybe like there's still some fear associated with this. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn that at one point made you very happy. Maybe there's like a rediscovery that's happening here with this Capricorn sign. I can feel that you paying more attention to you and your happiness, your internal joy coming from within, that will not only help you to heal some of these things from your past that still keep you trapped. Okay, that still keep you trapped. You're working on it. You're not quite there yet, but you're working on it. And I think for those of you that are dealing with a Capricorn, that's very triggering. There's a way to find balance between what they trigger, what you think you need to do, versus what feels right for you to do. I'm hoping this makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and pull some clarification. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave the bottom of the deck down here. So I feel like we might need to pull clarification there too. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Four of Pentacles. What is the thing that Geminis are keeping to themselves? Show us what we need to see. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Four of Pentacles. Please clarify this Four of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. We have the Moon in reverse. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Gems, I feel like you might have two suitors at the moment. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Others of you might be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo with this Page of Pentacles. We have two pages though. So this is indicating to me that if this is a love offer, they're both very fresh and very new. They're short term. So maybe you're just dating around at the moment. I mentioned this earlier, right? Four of Pentacles. Maybe the thing that you're keeping to your chest and not revealing is the fact that you're back out there. You're dating again, and you do have potential suitors here, but it's so fresh and so early that I don't think you're really taking this seriously. We have the Moon in reverse here, Piscean energy. Okay, you don't know everything you want to know yet. I think part of you doesn't even want to know. If I'm being honest, I am getting this energy that like you're just doing it for the sake of doing it and being able to say that you're trying, but you're not revealing all of your cards to these people. These people only know you from a surface level. It's really not that serious. It's the beginning stages of you getting back out there. For some of you, if this is not a love relationship, and it's a workplace situation, you could be in collaboration with two new people, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like I said, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Maybe you're joining a new team of people and you guys are still getting to know each other, but these two people or this group of people, you guys have like similar goals, which makes starting a business with these people or joining forces with them in terms of money, work, finance, business, it makes sense. But you guys are still trying to like get the lay of the land and really understand one another. I'm getting this is more for dating though, but I understand I'm reading for so many people. It's such a general spread that like, yes, some of you, this could be a work thing. But like I said, I'm getting this is more, you're getting back out there and dating, but you don't really want people to know about it because I don't think you're actually ready. I think you're you're almost like forcing it. You're just doing it to do it. Can I see this wheel? Wheel, please. The wheel in reverse. The wheel in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and then we have here the King of Cups. Okay, more Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, more Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, like this is odd. Because we have both signs with your first spread, water signs and earth signs. Now in the second card to clarify, we have both signs again. Gems, you have two consistent people in your life. Could have been juggling at one point. I think this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, like they're following you on this journey. They could be friends too. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a platonic thing. But I definitely feel like I'm getting strong Cancerian energy. I'm getting strong Capricorn energy here. Doesn't have to be specifically those signs, but that's just the vibe that I'm getting. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. But it feels like these two figures are very prominent people in your life, and they're following you on this journey of you trying to like balance things out again. And get over like some past hurts. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you're at the beginning of a business venture and like you're not making the type of money that you want just yet. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like some of you also are dealing with like unworthiness also. Did I lay out a strong foundation? A lot of second guessing, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of imposter syndrome. Wheel in reverse, right? So is it that like maybe you feel so depleted from an emotional situation that like you just don't feel like you've done enough work to be able to be successful? I think you're doubting whether or not you've done enough to be successful in a new creative venture you may be pursuing, because we have the Emperor in reverse here. So you're not feeling like you're ready to embody this big boss mentality, or you may feel as if there's still so much work to be done. There's still so much work to be done. How can I possibly be ready to launch this thing? I'm like semi-laughing at this. I feel like I'm reading for myself. I hope you guys can relate, but like that Gemini tendency to question things, to get in your mind and go down that rabbit hole and start spiraling. Like, am I actually ready? Have I done enough? Structurally, have I set up a strong foundation for my new venture to be successful? Emperor in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. But we have here the King of Cups. So you are dealing with a person here. Could be you, could be a water sign, who's here to remind you there's only so much that you can do. And when you're so stuck in your mind and you tune out your emotions, you lose sight of what's really important. I think the question here is, are you happy with it? Does it make you happy? Are you satisfied? Did it bring you joy? Is it making your heart feel great? Because you are dealing with some heavy energy here, some sadness here. Is this new thing that you're trying out making you feel good on the inside? And if your answer is yes, then you need to keep on leaning on the people and the places and the things that bring joy to your life. We still have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. The goal this month of May, as we usher in Gemini season, is for you to find your happy. And the only way to do that is to open up to this King of Cups energy. Lean on your heart space, lean on your sensitivities. It's going to be key in helping you get through this challenging time when your mind is like tempting to take over. All right, Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune upright. Yes, Queen of Wands in reverse. I love it when similar cards show up, but they show up in a different orientation because it shows growth. It shows that you're moving towards something. And we have the Eight of Cups upright. Oh my goodness. Okay, so to clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse, we have the Eight of Cups upright, the Wheel upright, and the Queen of Wands in reverse here. Okay, so this is what I mean. Gems, you're so interesting. We are such an interesting sign. Because like I said, on one hand, this is how we're feeling. On the other hand, this is what we know we need to do. This is what's actually happening on the outside, but this is what's happening on the inside. A part of you, if you are being honest with yourself, has not fully let go. But what's happening on the outside, even though like you're reluctantly letting go, you're holding on for dear life, unfortunately, the world keeps on going. Wheel of Fortune upright. Life moves on. Even if you're not ready to move on, life moves on. Even if you're not ready to walk away, your feet are still moving one foot in front of the other. Physically, in this material space that we call life on earth, you're moving. You're moving, you're going. Things are starting to look up. Maybe it's not looking exactly how you imagined that it would, but it's working and it's happening because you've decided to be in action. Even when it felt a little bit inauthentic here with the Four of Pentacles and these two suitors that you're kind of keeping low key, it didn't feel authentic to you on some level. Maybe you felt like an imposter, but in you putting yourself back out there, you're telling the universe that I'm ready for something different. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a fresh new energy because I understand that what I've been holding on to hasn't been working. And as a result of your consistent movement forwards, the universe is blessing you with an opening, with a portal for you to step into so that you can actually receive something new for real and not just be lying to yourself because it's the only way that you could cope with your everyday life. Gems, we also have your fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be a person for some, but what I'm getting more is that although walking away doesn't make you excited, although walking away and allowing a new cycle to start brings about a lot of sadness, you can also choose a different perspective and see it as a blessing in disguise. See this redirection as something positive, as something that could bring you the joy that you genuinely want. So although you don't want to do this, you are not energized about the idea of doing this hard, heart, emotional work. Like that's not lighting you up. It doesn't make you happy to have to do it like this. And yet it's necessary for your growth, for your healing, for your development. It's necessary. It's necessary for you to do, even though you don't want to. Let's take a look at this Eight of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Swords upright. We also have here the Five of Pentacles upright. Lots of fives, so big changes, right? Five numerology, big changes happening for you. And then the King of Pentacles upright. Wow. This is nuts. So we had the Page of Pentacles, then we had the Knight of Pentacles, and now we have the King of Pentacles. Strong earth sign energy for the month of May for you, gems. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy coming in strong. You want a strong foundation. You want to be paying attention to your money matters. I'm getting here, it's a little bit of competition. I don't know if it's actually competition or if it just feels competitive because it's a saturated market. The competition might also just be in your mind. It might not actually be happening in real life, but to you, there's like, it just feels very competitive. There's a lot of comparison taking place, whether it's in your personal life, like you're comparing yourself to other people, or it could be in your professional life that you're seeing what other people are doing and it's making you second guess or doubt yourself. I also feel like maybe you're not getting support from the people that you wanted support from. Maybe it's this earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that you're dealing with that like isn't showing support. Or there's a competitive energy between the two of you, like who is healing faster? Who is more successful? Who's making more money? Who's doing it first? Like this competitiveness here, which is kind of making you a little bit more scattered. Eight of Pentacles, like you're juggling so much. I almost feel like you're upset with yourself because you're juggling so much. It feels like you can't excel in one thing because you just have too much going on. And I think maybe this person is using that as like a weakness to kind of go in and like, you know, go behind you kind of deal and do things without you knowing. For others of you, I feel like there's an argumentative energy between you and this earth sign. Again, competition, comparison. Could be the earth sign that you're dealing with if this was a past person that you're almost like trying to prove to them that you could do it. But gems, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Although I do understand that if you have like a personal beef with this individual, or like this could have been your ex, or it could have been someone who's like sort of on their way out in your life, there's almost like a need to prove that like you could do it. But that's having to prove yourself to someone that's not you, oftentimes leads to a dead end. It doesn't actually help the situation. It's all an illusion. It doesn't actually matter. There is no competition, because what's meant for you will always be meant for you. You don't have to ever force anything. But I definitely feel like there's a little bit of conflicting energy between you and this earth sign. For others of you, this earth sign is just not showing up how you want them to, and it's making you feel left out in the cold. It's making you feel like maybe they don't care about you, or that you're not important enough, that you have to like do excessive things to get their attention, or to get them to care, or to get them to show that they care about this business venture possibly that you're diving into, or just about you in general. For others of you, this King of Pentacles is showing me that you're realizing your worth. Materially, you're about to walk into a very abundant time, because it is the Eight of Pentacles. So it could be that all of these little side projects that you have going on, your full-time job, your side businesses, your hustles, it's going to pay off for you in the long run, but you might lose some people along the way. People are going to reveal their true selves. These people that say that you're friends, that they support you, not everyone is actually here to support you, honey. Some people are here because they're watching to see whether or not you're going to be successful or fail. There's a lot of fakers here, haters, fake friends that are in your space. They're watching you do a million different things, telling you they're supportive, but low key, I think it's going to be revealed to you who actually has your back and who doesn't. And while that's going on, continue to tap into this King of Pentacles energy. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Slow and steady wins the race. Stay in your lane, stay focused, do what you need to do, and let these losers fall away, because that's what they are. They're losers. Like, you're a good person, you're a good friend, you're a supportive person, and if these people don't want to give you that same energy back, you don't need them in your life. And that's the message that's here. You don't need them in your life. All right. I do want to pull some extra clarification, though, on this devil energy at the bottom of the deck. Can we take a look at this devil at the bottom of the deck? Yep, okay, so with the devil, we have here the Three of Wands upright, the Seven of Swords upright, and then we have the Seven of Cups upright. Lots of repeating numbers for you, whether it's the fives or the sevens, gems, lots of repetition in your spread. Okay, so the need to move forward, it feels like someone has a lot of options. This Capricorn person, if you're dealing with a Capricorn sign, if this is your ex or someone that you're interested in, they have many options. And they're not being totally honest with you about how many people they're talking to, how many people they're dating, how many people they're interested in. Their eyes are open and they're paying attention to lots of other people, and it's not just you. And you may already know this, or maybe you don't, but it's something that's hard for you to cope with. And I think once you realize that this person's attention is being divided by a million different things, whether it's partners, suitors, I'm getting for some of you, like they're multi-dating and they're not being honest with you. They're trying to get away with multi-dating, like have their cake and eat it too. For others, you're dealing with a person who just has a lot going on. And that's why their attention is being divided, a lot of other responsibilities. And still, you require more. And it's okay to require more. And I think once you realize this, it's going to make you want to walk away. Three of Wands upright, because you don't want to be number two. Right, gems? Like, you deserve to be number one, but this person has so much going on and things that they're also not being honest about that it almost leaves you no choice. I'm getting a lot of mirroring also. Lots of mirroring here. Maybe this person is your twin flame. Quite possibly, because I think a lot of the things that you're trying to be low-key about and not be honest about, Four of Pentacles, I'm getting that same energy here with the Seven of Swords. The only difference to me is that, like, this could be communicated. This is more like, I feel like you've asked about this and they're not communicating it with you. Swords, energy, communication, right? Whereas this Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're doing, whatever you're doing is to try to create more stability in your life. You're just trying to, like, again, make it make sense. Like, this is the right thing to do, the right thing for me to do. If this person is juggling a whole bunch of people and they're not being honest with you about it, then the right thing for you to do is to move on and at least try. But I think because of your own personal reasons, maybe like it's hard for you to admit to yourself, maybe you're afraid that this person might leave your life if you're honest with them and tell them that you're doing what they're doing. Like multi-dating, like you're doing it now too. You don't want to, but you're doing it. I think you're afraid that maybe if you tell them, because they already have so many different options here, they may leave your life. And there's a definite fear there also. And that is pointing to the shadow work that you need to do. That's also pointing to their shadow work, because on some level, the reason why they're not telling you about these other options is because they're afraid of the same thing you're afraid of. Like you are afraid, if I am honest about trying to move on because I'm watching them move on, what if they choose to leave my life and I don't want to lose them? This Capricorn is doing the same thing. I am trying to multi-date and see what's best for me, but I'm afraid that if I tell my Gemini what I'm actually doing and why I'm doing it and why it's important for me to do this work for myself and see what else is out there for me, I'm afraid that my truth is going to make my Gemini leave. And this person doesn't want you to leave. There is a divine connection here, twin flame energy here, but again, you're both mirroring each other's fears. You're both afraid to lose each other. You're both afraid to move on. Like, this is so complicated. Like, you want to, but you don't want to lose the other person. Like, your brain is telling you to do one thing and your heart is like screaming something different. But the person that you're dealing with, if this part of the reading resonates with you, this person is also dealing with the same emotions too. Maybe not identical, but there's a big fear here of losing you. They don't want to lose you, gems. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some clarification. Let's clarify or close up our spread using this oracle deck. Any final advice for gems for the month of May? Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Gems, I am getting, you're neither here nor there. It feels like you're floating, like an outer body experience. Like physically in the material world, you're doing certain things, but emotionally, like your heart is just in a completely different space. And then we have, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Gems, I have no other way to explain this than twin flame energy. That's the only way I can make sense of this for you. It's not that this person doesn't love you, right? That's the twin flame energy. You guys are in separation. It's runner chaser energy. You guys are reflections of each other because you are each other. That's what the twin flame connection is. You are from the same soul. You are the same person. You've just split and now you're both having an opposite experience in real time. But once you connect with that twin, it gets really complicated. It just gets complicated because there's a tug and pull and you're together and you're not together. It's all for spiritual growth and development. It's all for your evolution as a soul, as one soul divided into. You've done this. It's happened in other lifetimes. And this right here, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Even in separation, this person will always care about you. Even in separation. And I think this month, your message here is to really get clear about why you feel how you feel. Recognize that it's okay to feel this way. And if you do believe in this twin flame connection, even in separation, you will always be connected because you can never be separate from yourself. They're your partner, this person that you're dealing with, your ex, your friend, whoever, whatever capacity they've become. You will never be separate from this person. They will always love you. They will always care about you because, like I said, they are you and vice versa. That being said, that doesn't mean you'll end up together. And I definitely see that this month you're exploring new things. Even if you don't emotionally want to or are emotionally not ready, you are exploring new things and so are they. And this is just where you're at in your personal story together. All right, Geminis, kind of a heavy read, but I hope it does resonate with you. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new video uploads. And of course, if you are interested in this beautiful ritual kit, I'm going to have so many other different options. Make sure you guys are signed up for my mailing list and check your junk folder for these emails because I can't help where they end up. A lot of the time, it just ends up in your junk folder. So check out your junk folder for those discounts. And don't forget to sign up for the crystal giveaway happening on both of my Instagram accounts, link in the description box below. It's not out just yet, but in the first week of May, it will be released and I would love for you guys to try out. Thank you so much and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.